something you may not have ever thought about. How sustainable is your toilet paper?
I mean, it's something that's used once and then you throw it away, right?
Hopefully.
As WREL's Liz McLaughlin reports, many major brands are sourcing those paper products through deforestation.
That toilet paper in your bathroom, it's not as clean as it looks. The brand you trust might contain bleach levels linked to skin irritation, PFAS chemicals that don't break down in your body, and microplastics that end up in waterways. NRDC studies found that 7 of the top-selling brands fail basic environmental and health standards. But nobody's talking about it because the industry doesn't want you to know. Today, I'm exposing the 7 worst offenders and the only 2 brands that passed every test. If you've got kids, sensitive skin, or a septic system, you need to watch this. Number 7 is the ultra soft brand that's anything but safe. Coming in at number 7, Cottonelle flushable wipes and related flushable packs. If it flushes, why do pumps keep choking? The label promises flushable and sewer safe. Cities keep cutting them out of machinery. Here is the score that matters. Ryerson University tested 101 wipe products in 2019. 0 of 101 passed a full flushability protocol. That is not a rounding error. It is a failure at scale. Now look at the real world. Water UK logged about 300,000 sewer blockages in 2017 across the country, with wipes listed among the main offenders. That is the mess crews drag out of pumps, screens, and pipes. Utilities keep repeating one rule: bin it, don't flush it. The industry even wrote a fine to flush mark, so sheets have to disintegrate fast in real systems. Most consumer wipes do not meet it. There is no single federal rule for the word flushable in the United States. Brands set their own methods. That gap lets sturdy sheets reach pipes that expect fragile paper. Strong sheet, weak standard. Really, why you should care? Backups breed bacteria and push smells into homes. Repairs are expensive. If you take diuretics or heart meds, you likely use the bathroom more often. More passes mean more contact with lotions, surfactants, and preservatives. Sensitive skin does not love that. ACOG guidance in 2021 advises avoiding scented wipes and scented toilet paper on intimate skin. Open a pack and the lotion scent hangs in the air. The sheet feels slick and tough. Drop one in a bowl and watch it swirl. It does not fall apart. It ropes around anything that spins. Clogs do not care about marketing, and the cost keeps moving downstream. Utilities pay staff and equipment to yank these bundles from pumps. Those costs land in bills. The bills land on households, all from a product that pretends to vanish. Let's set a simple bar. Toilet paper is designed to break down fast. Wipes are not. If a wipe has lotion, fibers that resist tearing, or a label that sidesteps clear fine to flush approval, treat it like trash. The safest plan is the simplest plan. Here is the fix. Use plain, unscented toilet paper and warm water. A bidet attachment or a small peri bottle does the job without leaving residues or clogs. Pat dry. If you still want wipes for travel, pick ones clearly labeled to bin, not flush, and keep a sealable bag. Your pipes, your wallet, and your block will thank you. Plumbers will notice the difference. So will the wastewater crew that no one sees until a lift station fails. Have you ever paid a plumber after flushing flushables? From flushable to fragranced, scent is not the same as clean. Up next, the roll that sells a lavender mood and gives your skin a glow. Landing at 6, Angel Soft Lavender Scented Tube and Scented Variants. Softness you can smell sells comfort. Guidance says to avoid fragrances on intimate skin. Fresh smell or fresh rash. ACOG 2021 advises avoiding scented toilet paper and wipes to reduce vulvar irritation. Cleveland Clinic 2023 lists fragrance as a leading trigger of contact dermatitis for sensitive areas. The International Fragrance Association reports 3,000 plus fragrance materials in use as of 2023, many hidden under the single word fragrance on a label. That is a lot of chemistry for the thinnest skin in the house. Why this matters to you: fragrance chemicals and preservatives can irritate mucosal tissue. If you take diuretics or heart meds, you likely wipe more often. More passes mean more exposure. Sensitive users feel sting, dryness, or itch. People with kidney issues often hydrate more, which raises contact time. This is not about fear, it is about frequency and thin skin. Lavender whiff in the cabinet. It does not stay on the cardboard, it transfers. The sheet touches skin when the tissue is warm and pressure is higher. That is when residual scent and lotions move where you do not want them. Clean should be quiet, not perfumed. Clean is not a perfume. Let's anchor this with thresholds. Medical groups advise fragrance-free products for the vulvar area. ACOG put that in print in 2021. Dermatology clinics repeated the same in 2023 with clear patient guides. The logic is simple. Reduce irritants where the barrier is thin and the microbiome is delicate. You need function, not aroma. Marketing flips that logic. The scented core promises fresh drawers and a nice bathroom smell. That smell leaves the tube and rides the paper. A scented bathroom is easy. Use an air freshener that never touches skin. The roll should be boring. Here is your fix. Choose unscented, hypoallergenic rolls. Skip scented cores and fresh scent packs. If you want a cleaner feel, add a bidet attachment or a peri bottle with warm water. Pat dry with plain tissue. This reduces friction and leaves no perfumes or preservatives behind. Your wallet will like it. No special markup for lavender tubes. Your body will like it. Fewer contact irritants. Your plumber will not get a call because there is no wipe to tangle in the line. Quick recap. Scent makes sense for air, not for skin. ACOG 2021 and Cleveland Clinic 2023 both say fragrance-free for the most sensitive area. The material world backs that up with thousands of fragrance chemicals in play. Minimal contact wins. Have scented cores ever caused itch or dryness for you or someone at home? Now, the softness icon was with a forest bill. Holding spot 5 is Charmin Ultra Soft and Ultra Strong. Comfort adds land. The policy grade does not. Soft for seconds, costly for decades. NRDC's Issue with Tissue scorecard in 2024 gave Charmin an F. The notes list 0% recycled content and 0% alternative fiber across the flagship lines. That means fresh trees every time. The same report urges shoppers to switch to 100% recycled or verified bamboo to cut pressure on the boreal forest. The forest is not a warehouse. It is slow to heal. NRDC also flags risks to caribou habitat and carbon storage in the Canadian boreal. Top score brands earn A grades for 100% recycled content and cleaner bleaching, proof that softness is not the only choice on the shelf today. Here is why that matters beyond a shelf. Virgin pulp means more cutting, more transport, and more processing to meet that bright white target. Chlorine-based bleaching used in many virgin systems keeps the sheet glowing. It also leaves a larger footprint than recycled, according to advocacy reviews in 2024. Brighter roll, busier mill, bigger impact. Context helps. In 2024, the United States set drinking water limits for 2 PFAS at 4 parts per trillion. Utilities are racing to hit those tiny numbers. Pulp and paper are part of wider industrial watersheds. When the system runs hotter and larger, communities pay for more treatment. That is not a direct claim about a single brand. It is a reminder that scale has neighbors. Pillowy feel, hidden cost in the woods, and the psychology works. Bears on packs. Big words like ultra and strong. The hand test in the aisle wins. The policy page loses. Softness is simple to feel. Fiber policy is work to read. That is how an F can still sell. A better paper does not need a cartoon. For people watching health day to day, the link is practical. If you take blood pressure meds or diuretics, you already budget for water, salt, and stress. Bills rise when water systems add new filters to hit tiny PFAS numbers and other targets. Bulk virgin pulp demand does not help that math. None of us wipes in a vacuum. We share pipes and plants. What to do next? Pick 100% recycled with chlorine-free processing when you can. PCF or TCF marks are good cues. If you prefer bamboo, look for FSC or a similar forest mark. The feel is different. The math is better. You can also use fewer sheets by pairing with a bidet attachment. Less paper, less strain on mills and sewers. Your skin will not miss 3 extra plies. Spot check at home. Count the sheets used in a day. Switch to recycled for a week. See if anything truly changes besides the bin weight and the receipt. Would you trade a tiny drop in plush feel for a cleaner fiber policy? Luxury embossing is next. The grade is not luxurious. Now it's time for number 4, the Plush Tower, Quilted Northern Ultra Plush. 3 plies, 0 recycled. 3-ply indulgence sounds fancy. The grade is F. The 2024 NRDC scorecard lists 0% recycled content and 0% alternative fiber for this line. That means fresh trees for the softness you use once. Process notes in the same review describe chlorine-based bleaching across many virgin pulp lines. Bright sheet, bigger mill footprint. Why it matters at home. Virgin pulp needs more logging, longer transport, and hotter processing than recycled pulp. Communities downwind and downstream carry part of that load. In 2024, the EPA set drinking water limits of 4 parts per trillion for PFOA and 4 parts per trillion for PFOS. Utilities must meet those tiny numbers. Larger industrial footprints do not make that job easier. It is a systems issue. Your cart is part of the system. Thick quilt pattern, thicker footprint. Run a finger over the emboss, it squeaks. That texture is marketing. Clean comes from design and water, not from 3 layers wrapped around a logo. The extra ply inflates fiber demand and shipping weight. You pay at the register. Communities pay for energy and treatment. Premium feel does not equal premium policy. Look at the policy page, not the mascot. A high fiber grade means published recycled percentages or clear alternative fibers such as bamboo plus cleaner processing notes like PCF or TCF. An F means none of that. If a brand wants A grades, it can choose them. Many already have. Health tie-in is practical. If you take blood pressure meds or diuretics, you likely visit the bathroom more. More sheets per day means more throughput per household. Scale that across a city, and the upstream demand stays high. More trucks, more pulp, more milling. Bills rise when water systems add treatment to hit strict limits. None of us wipes alone. Choose a 2-ply 100% recycled roll. Look for PCF or TCF processing. If you prefer bamboo, pick certified options with a real forest mark. Pair with a bidet attachment so you use fewer sheets. Your skin will not notice fewer plies. Your bin will. Read the back for the recycled percent. Scan for PCF or TCF. Skip luxury language that never shows numbers. If a brand cannot publish fiber math, it is not premium. It is just plush. Like this video and hit subscribe if straight facts help your cart. Drop your brand switch below. Safe picks ahead. Both are easy to find. Would you trade 1-ply for a policy page that actually shows numbers? Sliding at number 3, the palette favorite, Kirkland Signature Bath Tissue. Big pack, F-grade policy. The story is valuable by the bale. The policy outcome is the same F. The 2024 NRDC issue with tissue list includes Kirkland with 0% recycled content for the flagship bath tissue. Volume meets virgin pulp. That is a clear lever on boreal logging pressure in NRDC's write-up. When demand scales, fiber trucks move, mills heat up, emissions and wastewater scale with them. Shrink-wrapped towers, shrinking forest stock. Walk the warehouse and you see wall after wall of plastic-wrapped bundles. Efficient for price, not efficient for forests. Bulk buying lowers trips but does not change fiber math when the roll starts at 0 recycled. The climate cost sits outside the store. Context helps. In 2024, the EPA finalized drinking water limits of 4 parts per trillion for PFOA and 4 parts per trillion for PFOS. Water systems are now designed to that scale. Bigger industrial watersheds push utilities to add treatment that ratepayers fund. Paper is one part of a large web, yet policy choices either help or hinder the total load. Warehouse value is not a forest plan. The carton says soft, strong, and septic safe. The scorecard asks a different question. How much recycled fiber is in the sheet? The answer is 0 for this product in 2024. That earns the F. The fix is not complicated. Brands publish percentages, switch fibers, and clean up bleaching. Some already sell A-grade rolls. Health tie-in is household math. People on diuretics or heart meds wipe more often. More sheets per day means more bales per year. That adds to the upstream curve. Bills also meet you downstream when utilities upgrade plants to meet strict contaminant limits. A cart that picks up recycled waste helps at both ends. What you can do now: if you shop at Costco, look for any stocked bathroom tissue with third-party verified recycled content. If none is available, reduce the sheet count with a bidet attachment. Choose recycled paper towels to shift some pulp demand today. Small switches stack fast in a household. Recycled percent on pack. PCF or TCF listed. A grade on a current scorecard. If a brand offers none of those, it is asking you to buy on trust, not on numbers. Would you switch one warehouse habit if it meant a cleaner water bill over time? From warehouse to website, stars do not equal sourcing. Runner-up, Amazon Basics, bathroom tissue, and Presto. 5 stars cannot grade a forest. The algorithm says best value. Scorecard says F. The 2024 NRDC list includes Amazon Basics and Presto with 0% recycled content and an F grade. That means virgin pulp as the default, without alternative fibers. 2-day shipping is fast. Forest regrowth is not. Why this matters: virgin pulp means more logging, longer transport, and hotter mills. Opaque private label supply chains make it harder to track fiber sources and bleaching steps. When links are hidden, environmental controls get harder to verify. Public water systems now face strict limits. In 2024, the EPA set maximum contaminant levels at 4 parts per trillion for PFOA and 4 parts per trillion for PFOS. Utilities must design for those tiny numbers. Larger industrial footprints do not help the treatment bill. Ratepayers cover upgrades. If you take diuretics or blood pressure meds, bathroom trips are more frequent. More sheets per day means more bales per year. Scale that across a city, and upstream demand stays high. More trucks, more energy, more wastewater. Your cart is part of that loop. Sensory check at home. The pack arrives in a bright box wrapped tight in plastic. The rolls look tall and neat. The sheet feels soft at first, then squeaks when you rub it. The appeal is simple. The policy isn't. Clicks are easy. Forests are slow. Evidence that moves the cart beats stars. NRDC's 2024 guidance says to choose products with published recycled percentages or clear alternative fibers. The scorecard gives A grades to rolls that print those numbers and use PCF or TCF processing. If a listing shows no fiber math, you are buying a mystery, not a plan. Filter for 100% recycled and check the brand's sustainability page before one click. Look for PCF or TCF on the pack. If your platform lacks good options, add a bidet attachment and cut sheet use by a large margin. Less paper means fewer pallets in a year. Budget note: recycled rolls often cost the same per use once you pair them with a bidet or just use fewer sheets. The bin gets lighter. The receipt calms down over time. Fast delivery is a logistics win. It is not a fiber policy. Brands can publish numbers. Many do. Trust the roll that shows its homework. Would you trade a 2-day auto order for a recycled roll if the price matched? Context for septic and sewers. Wipes are a separate issue, yet thick, strong sheets add load too. Keep paper simple, flush small amounts, and never pair tissue with wipes. That habit reduces clogs and saves plumber fees. Clean is water plus paper, not perfume, not lotion, not core scents. Number 1 is older than the internet and still misses the mark. Holding Spot 1, Scott 1000 single ply. Thin sheet, thick footprint. Everyday classic is the pitch. The policy is dated. The 2024 NRDC scorecard lists Scott 1000 with 0% recycled content and an F grade. That is virgin pulp dependency for a roll known for length, not for fiber progress. Classic name, dated policy. Why it matters. Virgin pulp raises logging, transport, and mill energy. Communities downstream carry the load. In 2024, the EPA set maximum contaminant levels at 4 parts per trillion for PFOA and 4 parts per trillion for PFOS. Utilities must hit those numbers. Large industrial watersheds make that job tougher. Bills show up at homes, not just at plants. Health tie-in is an everyday reality. If you take diuretics or heart meds, you wipe more. Single-ply length invites more pulls per visit. More pulls mean more rolls per month. That scales upstream into more pulp and more shipping. Your routine becomes a demand curve. The sheet looks translucent under light. Rub it and it squeaks. Fold it and the edge feathers. It feels thin in the hand, then shreds when wet. You end up doubling layers to get the job done. Length tricks the cart, fiber policy still flunks. Let's ground choices in numbers. NRDC in 2024 urges a shift to recycled or alternative fibers to cut forest pressure. A-graded brands publish recycled percentages and cleaner processing such as PCF or TCF. F-graded brands do not. If a roll prints no recycled math, the default is fresh trees. Long roll does not equal low impact. Septic and sewer context. Single ply breaks faster in water than plush 3-ply, but heavy use still strains systems. Pairing tissue with wipes makes clogs more likely. Pick one tool and keep the stream simple. Migrate to a recycled multiply that lists 100% on pack with PCF or TCF processing. Pair with a bidet attachment or a squeeze bottle so you need fewer sheets. The feel improves. The bin lights. The fiber math gets honest. If you prefer bamboo, choose a certified brand with clear sourcing. Per use, recycled multiply often matches or beats long single ply once you stop doubling layers. You pay for function, not for roll length, which encourages waste. Brands can move grades by switching fiber and posting data. Some already have A grades. You do not need to accept an F to get a clean result. Would you give up a brand habit if a recycled multiply felt better and posted the numbers? Transport is part of the cost. Trucks move bales miles. Then you move more home because single ply burns faster. Recycled shifts fiber demand now and trims that loop with every pack. For families, ready for brands that do it right and publish it? After 5 flunks and 2 close calls, you deserve receipts. benefits. The next 2 rolls list recycled content on the pack, avoid fragrances, and skip chlorine-based bleaching methods. They publish the basics that matter: fiber percent, processing type, no perfume. They are not flashy. They are honest. One is a New Jersey veteran who rebuilt and kept its mission. The other is the Vermont standard bearer for recycled, fragrance-free paper. Both meet the goal you set today: clean for your skin, calm for your pipes, lighter for your water bill. We kept the checks tight. Current product pages, 2024 NRDC scorecard, and the 2024 EPA PFAS rule frame the bar. Let's count them in. Simple, real, easy to find. Coming in as bonus 1, Marcal Small Steps 100% recycled. Recycled that reads real. Betrayal reversed. The label says recycled. The roll actually is. Marcal lists 100% recycled fiber and chlorine-free processing on its current product spec page, 2025. That means no fresh tree fiber and no elemental chlorine-based stages. The color is natural on purpose. You see paper, not a Polish trick. Numbers help. Recycled toilet paper earns top marks on the 2024 NRDC scorecard. The grade follows printed math. Fiber percent on pack. Processing type stated. When a brand shows both, the grade climbs. When a brand hides them, the grade drops. Marcal shows them. Why it matters at home. If you take blood pressure meds or diuretics, you wipe more often. Frequent use plus fragrance is a rash trap. Marcal keeps it fragrance-free. Recycled fiber also reduces the upstream pulp load. Less logging, less transport heat, and less mill intensity. Water systems facing 2024 PFAS limits of 4 parts per trillion for PFOA and PFOS need less, not more, industrial pressure. Your cart can help. Natural tint, no perfume cloud. Open the wrap and sniff. You smell paper, not air freshener. The sheet feels steady and quiet in the hand. It does the job, then vanishes. No lotion sheen, no mystery glow. A paper that publishes the math. Premium is not a mascot. Premium is a policy page with numbers you can read. If a roll prints 100% recycled and states PCF or TCF, you have enough to decide. Marcal does that. Health tie-in continues. Plain, fragrance-free tissue is friendlier to thin mucosal skin. That matters for anyone wiping more than once per day. It also helps kids and elders who react fast to scents and lotion blends. Gentle paper, gentle skin. Here is the fix if the shelves are empty. Choose any roll that says 100% recycled and states PCF or TCF. Skip perfumes and lotion. Pair the roll with a simple bidet attachment or a squeeze bottle. You will use fewer sheets, and the bin will fill more slowly. Your wallet will notice after a month. Strength is the other question. The sheet holds when folded twice. Use short pulls, not wraps, and let water do the work. For septic systems, plain paper and small amounts are your friend. No cores with scent, no lotions, no wipes in the bowl. That simple routine prevents clogs and saves weekend plumber calls. Marcal plus a bidet trims usage further and feels cleaner too. Fiber percent printed, PCF or TCF on pack. No added fragrance. If 2 rolls tie on price, pick the one that shows those 3 lines. Would you swap 1 ply for a posted 100% recycled label? One more brand that keeps the label honest. At bonus 2, 7th generation extra soft and strong, 100% recycled. Soft without the spin. This brand says recycled and fragrance-free. It delivers both. The current product page, 2025, lists 100% recycled fiber with no added dyes or fragrances. That is a plain formula on purpose. It makes the roll boring to market and easy to trust. Score context matters. NRDC ranks 7th generation recycled lines among the top grades in 2024. That grade comes from printed math and simple processing notes. No fresh trees, no perfume tricks. Clear labels that match the sheet in your hand. Why it matters at home. Fragrance-free is kinder to sensitive skin. If you take diuretics or heart meds, you wipe more. Irritants add up with repetition. A plain roll reduces that risk. Recycled fiber lowers upstream mill intensity. Communities working under the 2024 PFAS limits of 4 parts per trillion for PFOA and PFOS need less, not more, pollution pressure. Household carts can help. Quiet roll, clear conscience, open the pack, and the air stays neutral. The sheet looks soft, not shiny. It feels steady when folded. No lotion slip, no cosmetic glow. It does the job and disappears. Numbers beat adjectives. Look for 100% on fiber and look for PCF or TCF. If a roll lists both, it earns a spot in your cart. If it lists neither, it earns your pass. 7th generation prints the numbers and keeps the line consistent year to year. Every day use notes. The sheet is 2-ply, so fold once and go light. Pair it with water. You will need fewer sheets than with a thin, long roll. That saves you money and trims truck miles over a year. Clean should cost less, not more. Here is the fix if you prefer bamboo. Pick a brand that publishes FSC or equivalent certification and states PFAS-free claims with a date. The same rules apply. Numbers first. Processing notes next. Perfume never. Septic and sewer habits still matter. Keep paper simple. Flush small amounts. Keep wipes out of the bowl. That pattern prevents clogs and keeps pumps happier at the plant. Cities spend real money on repairs. We all pay the bill. Recycled often matches premium per use when you cut sheet counts and stop buying perfume in bulk. A bidet attachment turns 2 rolls into 3. Small change, big gain. Availability is steady in grocery and online channels. Multi-pack pricing often improves the per-sheet cost. Check square footage, not just roll count before comparing. Look for plastic-reduced wrap or recycled outer film. Store it dry and dark to keep the sheet steady. Question for you. If 2 rolls feel the same, will you pick the one that prints 100% recycled on the pack? Soft is fine. Safe is better. Skip scented cores, skip flushable wipes, and skip F-graded pulp rolls. Choose 100% recycled or verified bamboo, fragrance-free, PCF, or TCF processed. Your skin wins. Your pipes win. Your water wins. Subscribe to The Honest List.